Hey, call me Shape. And today I'm reacting to a video titled Pretty Women Are Suffering and It's Their Fault. Let's get right into it.
A lot of women like me who marry these men who work really hard, who make a lot of money, and can provide us this lifestyle that makes motherhood easier are actually extremely lonely because we are having to outsource our village. Getting a chef is nice, getting a maid is nice, getting a babysitter and a nanny is nice. But you know what's nicer? Being able to pick up your phone and call a family member and ask them to come over when you need them to. That's something money cannot buy. A true village. For me, I don't even have my family in the United States. My mother has never seen my daughter yet because she can't even get a visa to come into the States. I don't have my sister in the States. I literally don't have any of my family members in the States. True Village is there to support you, not only with chores, but emotionally and mentally too. So if you have a family member that you can call, you're truly so blessed. And I don't want you to hear women like me who marry this provider and think we have it all, because we don't. We are outsourcing a village. There's a huge difference in that. A lot of
Wow. Is she gonna cheat, guys? Is she gonna cheat? So I don't know. I've been trying to figure out where she might be from. She might be from the DR. I don't know. I don't know where she's from, but clearly she's unhappy, right? She says women like her who have everything are extremely lonely, even though her husband works very hard to provide a life for her, what makes everything easier. Now she's complaining about the village. Oh, the village is not good enough. It should be my mother, my sister, my aunts to help me raise my child. Oh my God, I got a nanny. I got a chef. Oh, I'm missing things in life. And it's part of the human condition to understand that, you know what, we don't focus on what we have, we focus on what we don't have, we focus on the lack. But the fact that this beautiful wife is on TikTok complaining about what her husband can't give her is impressive. Okay, you can't make women happy. Okay, that is an act in futility. Okay, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, you've seen Will Smith. Okay, he cannot make his woman happy either. Now, I thought it was funny because she talks out both sides of her neck. Take a look.
I am not afraid to admit that my husband is the prize because I know that it's really, really, really rare to find a good man like my husband. To find a man who's going to provide for you, that's going to be loyal to you, that's going to love you the way you want to be loved. There's abundance of good women like me, but there's not that many men out there like my husband. Ladies, this does not mean that we are not the prize and that we should not see ourselves as the prize. The really good man is going to treat you like you're the prize. It's going to make you feel like you're the prize. It's going to give you a life that reflects that you are the prize. And that's the tea for today. Thank you for.
And that's the tea for today. She says, my husband is the prize. But the reason why he's the prize is because it makes me feel like the prize. Does that make sense? And it's funny because she also said, there's 1,000 yous, there's only one of me, right? There's an abundance of beautiful women, but there's only one man like him or only few men like him. So if her math is correct, he's the prize. And not because he makes her feel like the prize, because he can make any woman feel like the prize, because he can provide a life for them that makes their life easier, okay? I would hate to be married to a woman like this. You give her the world and she's still miserable, okay? Can you see Ayesha Curry? Okay, can you see Jada Pinkett Smith in her face? I can. I can. Anyway, I thought this video was very interesting. Take a look.
I was talking to my mom yesterday because I reached out to her and I was like, I feel really bad about this thing, blah, blah, blah. Like, can't believe they would do that to me, blah, blah, blah. Before I can even get like the second part of the sentence out as to what happened and why it was triggering me, this girl paused me and she said, are you still talking to so-and-so? And I said, yes, no, yes, no. Like, it's a little bit complicated. And then she was like, the second question she asked was, are you telling your friends about this? I said, I mean, yeah. She was like, I think you should stop talking to people about this because I'm your own mother and I think you're dumb. And I don't want your friends to sit there and talk behind your back about how much of an idiot you are. Hello? Mama!
Awesome video. Awesome video. Shout out to the Asian mothers. Okay, shout out to the Asian mothers. They're like black mothers, but conservative and tell you the truth. Okay, and they're not confused by all this bullshit that's going on in the world. They're not confused by the agenda. A lot of the Asian culture has been maintained in their respective countries until they come here and they become like Americans. But I think what's funny about this is that her mom asks her, "Are you still talking to so-and-so?" And she says yes and no, yes and no. It's complicated. And the funny thing about it is, I think she's content with that. She's content with the complication. Unlike the girl in the previous video who says she's extremely lonely with everything. And I would argue that this girl's actually happier with a man who is unpredictable, right? And he pushes and pulls, he's hot and cold, than the girl who's being provided for by hand and foot. This is why you must give women chaos. You must give them the gift of uncertainty to make them happy. I'm telling you, you have to. Okay, these women are miserable and they chose it. Okay, now here's a woman you would think would understand this. Take a look.
I'm not like other girls, okay? Like, my man can watch porn, he can like other girls' photos, he can have girl best friends, he has free will, he is a grown-ass man. Like, I don't understand how y'all are, like, controlling these men and telling them, like, you can and can't do this. Now, if my man decides to do it, I'm fucking his homeboy, but, like, he can do it. I mean, he has free will. Like, I'm not like other girls, okay? Like,
if he does it, what? I thought you said you're not like other girls. Oh, I'm not like other girls. My man, I don't tell him what to do. He can have free will. But if he does what he wants to do, she'll fuck his homeboys. My friend, you're just like every girl. And on top of that, don't let this pretty face confuse you. Don't let this pretty face confuse you. She's actually a single mom. And a bad one at that. And a bad one at that. Trust me, you know Shapey's going to do his little snooping around. He's going to find out some more information. Here is a video of her and her child. Take a look.
Sonic.
Yeah, she's dancing around with a newborn like this. Just to make TikTok videos, right? Just to make videos. She's going to injure and harm her child. God bless the man who decided to place a seed in her. Okay? Horrible soil. Anyway, I thought this video was very interesting as well. Take a look.
I never really understood cheating because I gotta suck and fuck 2 dicks. No. I'm not doing all that shit. Bye. I never...
Now, you would think, here's a gem, right? You would say, oh, man, you know what? She's rare. Because guess what? Majority of the women have no problem slurping and burping more than one Roscoe. They have no problem, okay? They're going to hop on them the same day, the same night. In fact, they're going to let friends run train on them, okay? Eiffel Tower, okay? Eiffel Tower. Now, this girl, she says she has to do both of them? Yeah. It's not that she doesn't want to. It's that she doesn't. She's too lazy. This is a lazy girl. This is not a wife. This is just a lazy hoe. That's a lazy hoe, okay? Anyway, I thought this video was interesting as well. Take a look.
One thing that I really feel like affects the way I show up in the world is the music I listen to. I'm one of those people who literally listens to straight get money, have fun, I'm a baddie music. I feel like it really changes your perception of yourself. I mean, music is literally affirmations. You're saying mantras and lyrics over and over and over again. Of course, it's gonna permeate into your subconscious one way or another. I really feel like there was a big shift in my life when I stopped listening to songs that were rooted in toxicity and male-centeredness and being heartbroken all the time. Because I swear when I was listening to that type of music, I was manifesting relationship problems that I never had. And also choosing to listen to sad music in general. You can either choose to turn on a sad song and wallow in your sadness, or you can choose to listen to some get lit music that'll make you just want to get up and twerk. Thing that
she rather listen to the music that'll make her get up and twerk because it's going to shape her life in the way that's so great. Oh my God, she's becoming a wife through rap music, through get money music, through baddie music. Oh my God, don't you just desire her? Because when she used to listen to the male-centered music, she would manifest relationship problems that she never had. Yeah, she was listening to Summer Walker and all of a sudden a bunch of chaos in her life. Yeah. It's funny to me because these women are so trendy. They follow trends so much. I ain't never heard of this male-centeredness term until 2025. I've never heard of it. Male-centered, male-centered, male-centered. My friend, you have a punani. The punani's in the center of your body. That punani was designed for a man. Okay? You are already male-centered. I'm just letting you know. You are the helpmeet of the world. You ain't know that? This is why we have chaos in the world, because women don't even know their place. They think their place is to be here for a good time and have fun and enjoy themselves. Your job is to serve a man respectfully. And we're going to serve you in return. Don't worry about that. But your job's not to be a baddie and get money. Okay, this is degeneracy at its best. And she's right. Music does shape who you are. Okay, it's shaping who she is. So you know she's probably listening to WAP and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, I thought this video was interesting as well. Take a look. Hey, listen up, Shape Squad. Are you tired of being ignored by women? Well, download my free ebook, Be Attractive and Shut Up. It's going to teach you how to master attraction, build unshakable confidence, and win with women without words. Because chances are you're not ugly, you just talk too damn much. So download my free ebook, Be Attractive and Shut Up, and take control of your dating life right now. Now let's get right back to the content.
Trigger warning, secondhand embarrassment. Every time somebody sees my husband, they're like, oh my God, that man is so fine. Where do I get me one of them? And here's the thing, Dan is a Serbian man. He's a Balkan man. And one thing about Balkan men is that they are not for the weak, okay? True story. In one of our earlier dates, I would make the effort to get dressed up, hair done, makeup, everything, outfit. Thought I was eating, thought I was serving. And during one of our dinner dates, he's looking at me into my eyes, right? His piercing green eyes are staring into my soul. He's interested in what I'm saying. And I'm looking at him and I'm like, oh my God, this man is eating it up. He's so obsessed. He's in love with me. Oh, girl, we are locked in. This man, after I am done giving him a spiel on God knows what, looks at me deep in my eyes and says, you have mustache. And I said, rewind, come again. You have mustache. Oh, he repeated himself. He repeated himself for clarity because obviously I didn't hear him well the first time. And then he goes, you have hair on upper lip. I didn't need you to point out the geography in which hair is growing on my face, sir. On my face. And then he proceeded to go back to eating his steak dinner. And I cried myself to sleep that night from embarrassment.
What do you see here, guys? What do you see about this video? I see so much. I'm going to go into it, but I see so much, okay? First thing, I got to admit, I see a beautiful brown-skinned girl, okay? Beautiful brown-skinned girl, okay? And she's talking about how Serbian men are not for the weak. He's a Balkan man. He's a white man, okay? But he's a Balkan man. Okay, with piercing green eyes. Okay, now look, shout out to my white brothers. I got no problem with this. But when women try to make it seem like white men are on the pedestal, it doesn't bother me, but it tells me that they're so trendy. They follow the exact propaganda used to destroy the black woman. Okay, because here she is pedestalizing a white man, and what is she pedestalizing him for? For calling the truth, for telling her out, for telling the truth. Oh, you have mustache. Oh my God, Mr. Green Eyes that are piercing me. Oh, you're a Balkan man. You're a Serbian man. Oh my God, such a unique man. No, he's just a man. I know women, you want to believe that men of different races offer different levels of quality and value, but that's all propaganda. Oh yeah, it's all propaganda used to destroy the black nucleus family, and it's working because what you would do for a white man, you would never do for a black man. What you allow a white man to do, you would never let a black man to do. You cried yourself asleep because a man said you have a mustache, and you said, Balkan men are not for the weak. Oh my God, the piercing green eyes. Ah. And then you get mad. You get mad when black men say, we like women with natural hair. Oh, do you hate your mother? Do you hate your father? Do you hate your father? Do you hate your daddy? And I never agree with that incestual argument anyway, the idea that if I should love a woman that looks like my mom because secretly I want to be with my mom, that sounds like incest to me, okay? But the idea that you guys run around the minute a black man dates a white woman, it's, oh my God, he hates himself. But when a black woman dates a white man, it's, oh, her standards are high. And because with the kind of man she deals with is going to tell her the truth and hold her accountable. Lady, we've been trying to hold black women accountable for a century. Since the 1900s. And then it's failed. You guys ran over to white men. They did the exact same thing we're doing. And it's, I'm telling you, women have no idea they're choosing their suffering. And by the way, I still want to say this. This woman seems like she's a lot happier than the girl in the first video who might have a broken man as well, who's paying for everything and buying her the village that she wants. But it's not her family. So, damned if you do, damned if you don't. That's what it seems like, okay? And shout out to this beautiful black woman, but you fell for the nonsense. You fell for the nonsense. I gotta admit that. Anyway, I thought this video was interesting as well. Take a look.
I did it. My husband let me hold it while he peed. Then I let go too early, and then he accused me of peeing on the toilet, so I did it.
Now, I would say that this is a woman who's happy with her husband because he let her hold his wiener as he peed. That doesn't mean he gave her a wonderful life. Doesn't mean anything. The novelty in that is everything, to the point where she made a video and she wanted to tell you guys about it. She made a video about holding a man's penis as he peed. And guess what? As men do, she still missed the toilet. Okay? And hopefully, if he's a good husband, he makes her clean it. Okay? That's what I would make her do. And you are a Spanish-looking woman, so you better do what the Spanish-looking women do and take care of the house, serve your man. I'm just saying. You know? But I say all this because I want to paint the really important picture, and that is, guys, as much as you think women love money, women love resources, women love this, women love that, no matter what you give a woman, she will still be unhappy. You must understand this. The fastest way to make a woman miserable is to give her everything that she desires. Okay, I came across an article today, and I'm probably going to post it in my community post, and it said that women feel like a man who's uncertain is more interesting and more challenging. A man who's hot and cold is more interesting and challenging. And women think we want a challenge. The truth is, they want a challenge. They want a challenge. Men, you have to be a challenge to these women. You have to be playful with these women. You have to joke around with these women. Okay? Don't go out here and try to wait on these women by hand and feet. They're not going to be happy. I don't know how else to say it. I really don't know how else to say it. I learned this lesson myself. I did this year. This year I told myself, you know what? I'm going to just get one girl. You know, I know I'm popping. I'm an influencer. I could probably date famous girls now. I said that to myself, but it's like, you know what? I'm going to date a regular girl. I'm going to go on Hinge. I'm going to date a regular girl. No problem. Found a girl I really liked. She's attractive. I'm attractive. Cool. Okay? I told her, look, I don't want to play any games with you. You're the one I want. Right? Bro, the minute I said that, she got so turned off. And it's funny because she told me she wanted a man that was intentional. I'm being intentional. So you said you want a man that's intentional. Cool. I'm intentional. And what do? You punish me for giving you what you want. So you know I said, fuck this. I'm going to go back to my player ways because I'm still young. I still got time. I'm still growing. I still got clout. I got money, right? I consider myself a high-value man or a high-value man in training. I'm a fucking Henry, okay? So I could be a player. And know what? That's exactly what I started doing. And when I started getting more than one girl and building a rotation, you know what I found out? They're happier that way. I couldn't make one woman happy. But the minute I got a group, they're all happy. They're all on their best behavior. They're all chasing. And I kind of knew this already. But I was like, in my mind, I was like, you know what? Some women, they don't get it. One day they'll understand this. So, you know, I just need to get a girl that understands this. You know what I've realized? They're all the same. They're all the same. They all might say, oh, I'm different. They're all the same. They're all the same. So you got to get what you want out of it, just like they're trying to get what they want out of it. And me, I want variety. So variety is what I'm going to have. Anyway, I thought this video was interesting as well. Take a look.
I feel like more women than you think are into butt stuff. Y'all just don't know how to do it properly. Case in point, a couple years ago, this man asked if he could like put it in my back door, and I said, sure, all right. He tries to hock to spit start, and I was like, wait, that's gonna dry it out. It's gonna hurt. No, we need lubrication. So he walks down the street. I don't know if he went to a homeboy's house or a gas station, but he comes back with those tiny little packets of Durex. So we're getting back into it. He puts the lightest dot, the lightest possible, like, and thought that was enough. And then when he proceeds to try to put it in, and I'm like, I can feel my booty hole tearing. I don't want to do this no more. He gonna get mad talking some less racket. Well, maybe this would be fun and enjoyable if my asshole wasn't dry. Versus when I'm in my own home with my big ass bottle and my vibrating toys, it goes in there just fucking fine. I feel like more women.
When she got her big ass bottle and her vibrating toys, it goes just in there just fine. You know why I found this interesting? I'm gonna tell you why, and you might think it's because of perversion. I'm not into the backdoor thing, you know. Hey, I don't want no poop on my thing, you know what I'm saying? I've experienced that with women before, and I backdoor them and stuff. Not my thing. Okay, not my thing. I'm a stand-up guy. I don't do the backdoor thing. Okay. But what's funny about this is this dude tore a hole in her ass years ago, and she's making a TikTok video about it. Can you imagine that? Can you? I just want you to just, bro, bear with me. What? This is the kind of shit I see on my timeline on TikTok. Women making videos about a man who fucked them in the ass years ago and didn't use lube. Do you see why we're going to hell in a handbasket? Do you see why there are no more wives in America, that wives in America are extinct? Because women don't even have the self-awareness to realize how stupid this video is. And you know what? She probably is a mom. I don't know if she is. I'm assuming she's somebody's mother. This is somebody's mom. She literally made a video that was 65 seconds long talking about how a man fucked her in the ass without lube, and that she normally puts a big vibrating dildo in there with lube, no problem. That's the video. You can't make this shit up. You literally can't make this shit up. Guys, get your effing passports, okay? Get your passports, and don't bring them back. You seen the girl in the first video. Clearly, I don't know where she's from, but she's miserable that she has the world. She has nurses, nannies, right? And chefs, but she would prefer if she had her mother's love. Then why do you need a rich man? You don't need a rich man for that. You should have got married in your country. You should have had I'm not provided for. You can't have everything. Ladies, you can't have everything. I just need to say that. Anyway, here's one of my favorite content creators on TikTok. I don't know if it's Thelo Edit. I probably should try to interview her because she makes a lot of sense. And I guess she's male-centered. She's a pick-me, according to a lot of women. But I think she talks rational truth. I think she just understands men. And I think a lot more women need to take the time to understand men. They do. Okay? Take a look at this video.
So Passport Bros wasn't born out of hate. Men just are tired of being disrespected and unappreciated, so they went where they could find their peace. So women are quick to say that men don't like strong women, but that's not true. Men can absolutely handle strength, but they just will not tolerate an attitude and drama. There's a big difference. So men just didn't start looking overseas for women. They are tired of being talked down to, arguing and competing with women. They simply want cooperation, appreciation, respect, and peace. Like Kevin Samuel said, they want women that are fit, fine, and feminine, not combative. Fortunately, modern women went the route of making men feel like they gotta buy love. They turned dating into a big transaction, like what can you do for me and what can you pay for? When men started pushing back that they wanted respect and peace, they got labeled as being weak and controlling. So guess what? Men solved their own problem. They started going to where women still understand the basics. How to speak life into a man, how to bring peace into his world, how to show gratitude. Some women look at that as being desperate, but men see it as being preservation. Men aren't crossing oceans because they hate you. You force them to cross because they're tired of fighting you. Ladies, please understand this. You can't demand the best out of a man and then give him your worst.
You can't demand the best out of a man and give him your worst. This is practical information. Look, out of all the videos I played for you today, which lady makes the most sense? Is it not her? Am I just crazy for thinking that she makes the most sense? Let's go through it, because I took notes. Let's go through it. She said men are tired of the disrespect. Yes, we are. And no, we don't hate women, because if we hate women, why are we cross the pond for more women? We hate the type of woman. We hate the archetype of women in the American woman. We do. Y'all masculine. Y'all are masculine. Okay? And I mean by how you present yourself. Your hand gestures, your voice, the way you carry yourself, the way you dress. You're masculine. You're little tomboys. You're little studs. A lot of these women are fucking studs. Straight up. Okay? And then y'all say, oh, well, you can't handle a strong woman. You can't handle a strong woman. You're weak. You're overweight. You're weak. You can't hang in the gym with me. You can't do a pull-up. I want a feminine fit woman who I could say, let's do some fucking pull-ups together, and she could do fucking pull-ups, but she's still soft because her strength is in her hands. And you're a Proverbs 31 woman. It says that her strength is in her arms. Read the fucking Bible. It says it. Proverbs 31 woman, the strength are in her arms. That means she actually can pick up something. Y'all are weak and y'all got mouths and y'all say, oh, we're so strong. You can't handle strong woman. You're weak. You're weak. I'm a personal trainer. I can tell you most women are weak. They don't go to the gym. They don't work out. I got to give them the lightest weight and they're struggling with the lightest weight. On a machine at the lightest setting, they're struggling. I'm telling you, I'm a personal trainer. I'm telling you, I do this. So it frustrates me because so many women run around talking out the side of their necks and they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. And this is why a lot of you women are suffering. I don't care how attractive you are. If your mindset is like the feminist West, you're going to lose. You're going to suffer. Y'all talk about emotional intelligence, but that's the thing that you lack. And you expect men to have that. You want the best out of the men when you're giving him your worst. And yes, she's right again when she said that dating has become transactional. Everything's about how much money you're going to get. In fact, it's not transactional because you're not even thinking about the transaction. You think about what you're going to get. You want my resources, my time, my energy for your mediocrity. And you think that's a good deal. You want to sell a used car that's run down for a higher price than the MSRP the year it came out. Why? So you could get a lot of money? Oh yeah, I'm gonna sell my used car more than I paid for it because I'm gonna get a lot of money for it. But what is a person that's accepting the car gonna get? A very expensive used car. Yeah. Makes no sense. Modern women are to the point now where they're not only selling used cars, they're trying to sell used cars without wheels. And look at you and say, that ain't my problem, it ain't my problem. It ain't my... This is what we're dealing with. Man, this is literally what we're dealing with. I literally have got to the point now where I said to myself, ain't worth arguing about this. Ain't worth fighting about it. You know, but the thing about it is, stop giving all your time and attention to one woman. Stop. I'm not saying go out there, be a player and date everybody. You know, you'll be throwing a lot of your time, your money, your energy. But if you want to sleep with women, just don't sleep with one. That's the best way I look at it. Unless you're gonna go MGTOW and not fuck with nobody, if you're gonna get any kind of ass from any woman, don't only have one. That's my personal advice. You do whatever hell you want to do. Okay? Be safe. Wear condoms. I do all that shit. But in my personal opinion, women are only worth all these issues that they bring if they come in groups. Literally. Anyway, like the video, subscribe to the channel blowing up. I appreciate you guys. Check out some of my other videos. And I'll see y'all over there.